Hello, welcome to True Crime Tarot. This is our card of the day reading, and you may be watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. So I do ask that you follow, like, subscribe, share, do all those social media things if you like this channel, if you like these videos. I will be using three decks, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card deck by Kyle Gray, with beautiful artwork by Lily Moses. I will also be using the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland with artwork by Nyx Rowan. And there is our full moon. And the Tarot de la Nuit deck. And it has beautiful imagery that's very, very gothic. Lots of vampires and images of that nature. So I am going to begin with our Moonology. Let me open this up so I can give it a good shuffle. And yesterday we were focusing on the power of the full moon. I was bringing up serial killer Ed Gein and how, he was given a life sentence in an institution for the criminally insane. And while he was institutionalized, it was reported that his behavior would become very bizarre during the full moon. So let's see what energy we are working with today in our message from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today? What message do you have for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. And I'm going to move this out of the way. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for the collective today? What message do you have for the collective today? Thank you, Spirit. And we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Let me get that on the camera for you. Full moon in Capricorn, and let me get that for you. So hopefully you're having a good Saturday, getting ready for the 4th of July if you are in America. And I would like to know where you're watching from. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. And to attune to the moon, this card is asking you to release control and trust the universe. Additional meanings for this card include a professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives, and it's time to stop fearing the worst. And the teaching surrounding this card for the full moon in Capricorn is as follows. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more than likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much-needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw the card. Making a plan is a far better use of your time. And that is our full moon in Capricorn from Moonology. And now we're going to read from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Let me fix that right there. And give these cards a good shuffle here. And thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for the collective from the Angels and Ancestors deck? What message do you have for the collective from the Angels and Ancestors deck? Thank you, Spirit. And right here. And our message is the sun. The sun. Beautiful. So we've had the full moon and now the sun for our message. Enjoy success and happiness. Know that doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. The sun has long been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system, solar referring to the sun. So, of course, when the sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. I just have to stop right there, and I'm not sure why this guidebook is calling the sun a planet. The sun is a star. um, hmm. It says it's the most powerful planet in the solar system. The sun is a star, not a planet. Okay, so I will continue. So, of course, when the sun card appears in a reading, it will bring power, success, and light. It brightens up all connections, banishes darkness, brings a sense of youthfulness, and invites you to connect to the energy of joy so that you can be light in spirit and heart. And the extended message is you are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm, and it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you are asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. So, again, we have the full moon in Capricorn, and our next card is the sun, and you can see this very strong theme here. But now we are going to move on to a 4-card tarot reading where the first card will be the situation. So I want you to meditate on your question, the situation that you would like to ask about. And then I will draw a solution, an advice, and an outcome card. And these readings are not time sensitive. They're not limited to today. If you are seeing this stream, this video, you are a vibrational match for this message whenever you view it. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for the collective today? What message do you have for the collective regarding their situation, solution, advice, and outcome? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have? What message do you have for the collective today? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and our situation card is the 8 of Wands. Eight of Wands. And now our Eight of Wands can show up if you've been feeling that it's time to make a quick decision or something. I'm actually going to zoom in on these tarot cards. One second. And I want you to be able to fully see them. Okay, that's good. I should just bring it down a little bit. There we go. So the Eight of Wands. This card can show up in a situation where it's almost like striking when the iron's hot. Um, if there's a project, something that you need to complete. Again, with the reading that we've had today with our oracles, we're seeing a lot of success in professional aspect, in business aspects. So if your question does relate or resonate with that type of theme, um, you do want to take action, but it also can represent things that are coming to a conclusion, closing out an activity, getting ready to start a new project. We'll see if we have some aces show up next. But you want to make your move. You want to declare yourself openly. You want to put your plans into action. This card can also show up if you're going to get an important message, receive some news, and maybe even have a very important conversation with somebody. So, depending on the nature of your question, that meaning will apply to you. Now, next is our solution. And our solution is the Knight of Wands. So, we are staying in this wand suit. And let me show you this beautiful card, the Knight of Wands. So again, we are sticking with this taking action bit. If you do receive a message, if this resonates with your question, the answer is to move now, take action now. If you've been putting off making a decision or making a choice or starting a project, you really want to really jump in on this task right now. The energy is right. Things are moving along the way they should, and the time to strike is now. Again, this could represent some sort of ending, some sort of conclusion with something, but I feel that this is more along the lines of striking when the iron's hot, taking action. Okay, so that is your solution. Now we're going to look at advice. Right. See, this is what I said. I wanted to see if we got some aces, and we have Ace of Pentacles. So we are looking more into a business type situation. That is the theme that's going on here with our whole reading. We're seeing success in business projects. We're seeing business ventures that are ending, new ones are beginning. Okay. So be open to these new projects. Spirit is saying to strike now while the iron's hot. Take quick action, and you will find success with these new projects. And our outcome is the King of Wands. King of Wands. So you will become a master in this, an expert in your whatever this venture is. You may find that even though you're going to take quick action, as the Knight of Wands, and I love how we stayed in this suit. Okay, with our Knight of Wands, you will take that action, but with our King of Wands, that does say that you need to make sure that you have the experience, that you have the training to make sure that this Ace of Pentacles venture is going to be as successful as it is intended to be, as it has the potential to become. But even though there's this energy like you want to jump in on it right now, you don't want to keep that energy to become so impulsive that you don't get the training, you don't get the education, you don't get whatever the knowledge is that you need to truly step into this role as the King of Wands in this business venture. There may be some aspect to this where you need to go back to school. You need to either bring in somebody to give you some advice who's an expert. But that is the overall reading here. And again, our sun is telling you this is going to be successful. If you missed any of this reading, please go back and look at it. And we have our full moon in Capricorn. We're very much involved right now in projects. The ending of a tough cycle approaches. Things are looking very good for you. We're seeing new beginnings. We're seeing our Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings here. I do feel this is professional work related. And we're seeing the Eight of Wands. You want to strike now. And again, if you're looking into any type of relationship reading here, if that's what your question is, look for some news. Look for something that's going to come to you. And again, our Knight of Wands, we're going to take that action. We're going to grow in this project. It will be successful. You're going to be the King of Wands. You will become the master. And while you are in that process, make sure that you remain teachable, because you're going through this transition from the knight to the king. So you're going to have to grow, learn, mature. So I hope this message blessed you. Thank you for joining me here today on True Crime Tarot. God bless you, and remember to read the tarot.